All right, let's dive in. This time, we're tackling a question that's fascinated people forever, I think.
Hmm.
Are we alone in the universe?
Big one.
We're looking at a discussion from the Digital Bookworm podcast. They were talking about Alien Agenda, the book by Jim Mars.
Oh, yeah.
And this deep dive is going to take us through some pretty wild ideas about aliens and how they might have shaped our history.
Okay.
So buckle up, see what you think.
It's really interesting how this book, it doesn't just focus on like modern UFO sightings,
Right.
It goes way back looking at all these historical accounts of what we might call like unexplained aerial phenomena.
Mm.
And not just in one place, but across different cultures throughout time.
Yeah, it really makes you think.
It does. It makes you wonder if maybe the idea of aliens is, it's not just a modern thing. Like,
Yeah.
what if it's been with us for centuries, woven into our stories and beliefs all along?
And the book even points to some specific examples,
Okay.
like the pyramids,
Yeah.
Stonehenge, the Nazca lines.
Ooh, okay.
I mean, these are things that still blow our minds today.
Sure.
How they were built, the scale, the precision.
Right.
And Mars asks this really thought-provoking question. He's like, what if beings from another world had a hand in it?
Like they influenced the creation of these structures.
Yeah, or even inspired them, right?
Wow.
It makes you look at these ancient civilizations in a whole new light.
Absolutely.
Like maybe they knew things or had technology that we just don't understand even now.
That's a mind-blowing thing.
Right. It totally changes how we see human history and what we're capable of.
For sure. Yeah.
And then speaking of knowledge and technology, the book gets into this whole idea of government secrecy, especially around UFOs and any potential alien contact.
Makes sense.
It really focuses on Roswell and Area 51,
Classic.
places that are basically synonymous with conspiracy theories, right? What do you think about this whole emphasis on cover-ups?
Well, Mars isn't just saying they're hiding the fact that aliens exist.
Right.
He's saying there might be something even bigger at play, something
Let's
they're
see.
really trying to suppress.
Like what?
Imagine, like, advanced technology, stuff that could totally revolutionize our world. Energy, travel, medicine, who knows?
And it's so groundbreaking that they're keeping it all secret?
That's the idea, yeah.
I mean, what kind of implications would that even have?
It's a huge question.
Yeah.
And that's where things start to get really interesting.
Right.
Because the book goes on to suggest that there are a bunch of reasons for this secrecy.
Okay.
And it's not just about, stopping mass panic or whatever.
What else could it be?
Well, Mars thinks it might actually be about control.
Control.
Yeah, like control over these advanced technologies, control over energy resources, maybe even control over the whole narrative of human history itself.
Wow. Okay. That's a big claim.
It is.
So he's saying that they're not just hiding aliens, they're hiding this whole other reality that could change everything. That's heavy.
It is, and that's where Mars poses this really challenging question to the reader.
Okay. What is it?
He asks, would you even want to know the truth?
Ooh, good question.
Even if it meant, like, questioning everything you thought you knew about the world and humanity's place in it?
Yeah.
Like, would you choose knowledge, even if it was, like, scary or unsettling?
That's a tough one.
It is.
It makes you think.
Yeah, it really does.
And then, get this, the book goes even deeper.
Deeper.
Yeah, he starts talking about this connection between, like, extraterrestrial phenomena and things like consciousness and energy, even the very nature of life itself.
Whoa, that's a big jump from UFO sightings.
Right. I mean, it's pretty philosophical stuff.
It is, but what's interesting is that Mars doesn't just throw it out there as speculation.
So he tries to back it up with something.
Yeah, he tries to ground these ideas in, like, scientific and historical context.
Okay, so how does he do that?
Well, for example, he brings up quantum mechanics and the possibility of other dimensions.
Whoa.
He's suggesting that, maybe our understanding of reality is just way more limited than we think.
I mean, that's mind-blowing stuff.
It is. It really makes you think about what's truly possible.
Yeah, it's like, are UFOs just these physical objects, or are they something more?
Right.
Like manifestations of energy or consciousness that we don't fully get?
Exactly. And that actually ties into the book's next point about, it ties into this whole question of human origins.
Okay.
Mars suggests that our DNA might actually be connected to alien life forms.
Whoa, hold on.
Yeah.
So we're not just talking about, like, ancient astronauts coming here. He's saying our genes, our very makeup,
Exactly.
might be intertwined with extraterrestrial life.
Yeah.
That's a whole other level of connection.
It is, and it leads to this pretty wild implication.
What's that?
If our DNA is linked to aliens, then maybe just maybe,
Yeah.
the whole story of how humans came to be, it wasn't just random chance.
Okay.
It was part of some bigger cosmic plan,
We were meant to be here.
orchestrated by beings we can't even comprehend.
So instead of being like this accident of evolution,
Yeah.
we're part of something way bigger, a cosmic tapestry woven with threads from other worlds.
That's a pretty awe-inspiring thought.
It is. It really makes you feel small, but also connected to something much larger.
Exactly.
And it makes you think about our purpose, like, why are we here?
Right. If we're not just a fluke, if there's a design, what's it all for?
What's our potential, our destiny, the big questions?
Huge questions.
And while the book doesn't give us all the answers,
Of course not.
it does throw out some possibilities, some really interesting ones.
Like what?
Well, Mars talks about this idea of an alien agenda.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Not necessarily in a bad way, like an invasion or anything, but maybe as a kind of guiding hand,
A subtle influence.
Yeah, shaping our evolution, our history from behind the scenes.
That's an idea that people tend to have strong feelings about.
For sure, some people find it comforting, like we have cosmic mentors looking out for us. Yeah. Others find it creepy, like we're not really in control of our own fate.
It definitely makes you think about free will,
Exactly. If there's an alien agenda, is it good, bad? Who knows?
Yeah.
Are we pawns in some cosmic game, or are we active players in our own evolution?
Big questions.
And Mars doesn't really say what he thinks the intentions are behind this alien agenda.
So he leaves it open.
Yeah, he's more about making us consider the possibilities, weigh the evidence, and decide for ourselves.
So he's giving us a puzzle, a mystery to solve.
Exactly. He wants us to engage with these ideas, wrestle with them, and figure out what we believe.
It's a challenge to think critically, to go beyond our usual assumptions.
Right, which brings us back to that question you asked earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Would we even want to know the truth about all this?
It's a good one.
If it all came out, would it be chaos, enlightenment? Would we be empowered or terrified?
It's hard to say. I think each of us has to grapple with that on our own.
No easy answers?
No guarantees.
Yeah.
But even just asking these questions, even just thinking about these possibilities, it opens up our minds,
Makes us see the world in new ways.
Exactly. It's like stepping outside of our comfort zone.
Venturing into the unknown.
It can be scary, but also exhilarating.
Who knows what we might find out there?
Right. New insights into ourselves, our history, the universe.
So, listeners, as we go deeper into all this, we want to hear from you.
Yeah. What do you think so far?
Are you intrigued, freaked out, a little of both?
Have you ever had an experience that made you wonder if we're really alone?
A weird sighting, a dream, a gut feeling, anything.
We'd love to hear your thoughts. Explore this together.
And even if you're skeptical.
Keep an open mind.
After all, the universe is full of mysteries, and the more we explore...
The more we realize how much we don't know.
It's interesting how this book, Alien Agenda, it goes beyond just like alien encounters and stuff.
Yeah.
It gets into like the bigger picture, the philosophical implications of extraterrestrial life.
Right. Like, what does it all mean for us?
Exactly. It makes you ponder some deep questions.
It does. That's what I find so fascinating about Mars' approach.
Yeah.
He's not just listing off UFO sightings or government conspiracies.
Right.
It's all woven into this bigger exploration of consciousness, human origins, like the nature of reality itself.
He's connecting the dots between all these different things.
Exactly. Trying to give us a new perspective on our place in the cosmos.
And it's thought-provoking, even if some of his theories sound a little out there.
Sure.
But he does back them up with research, scientific ideas, even philosophy.
It's not just about believing in aliens, it's about expanding our thinking.
Right. Questioning things we take for granted.
Yeah, being open to different perspectives.
And approaching the unknown with curiosity, not fear.
Embracing the mystery.
Exactly. And that brings us to this really intriguing question from the book.
Okay.
What if there's a reason we don't know more about all this? Like, what if knowledge about extraterrestrial life is being kept from us on purpose?
Like we're not ready for it.
Yeah, like we can't handle the truth.
That's a big one. It makes you think about our own limitations.
Right. Our biases. Are we truly open to things that challenge our beliefs?
Tough question. Definitely worth pondering.
For sure. And as we wrap up this deep dive into Alien Agenda, we hope it's made you curious to learn more.
Explore these ideas.
Whether you're a skeptic or a believer.
Yeah.
There's no denying the mystery of it all, the possibility that we're not alone.
Maybe this has inspired you to look at the night sky a little differently.
Question the things you've been told.
Embrace the possibility that reality might be way stranger than we imagine.
So keep exploring, keep questioning.
Keep an open mind.
Who knows what amazing discoveries are out there waiting for us?